I think everybody is aware of International Yoga Day. Okay, apart from studies, you have to spare some time for yogasanas. Okay, yoga is a short form of yogasanas. Okay, I hope everybody is aware of yogasanas. Please keep some time, at least 15 minutes per day for yogasanas. So that is the importance of this day. So not only to do the yogasana only on this June 21st or just 5 minutes of a day. So you have to take a step further to develop the yogasana skills. Okay, I hope many of you may be learning that. Okay, so that's very good for our health. Okay, also please insist the importance of yogasana with your brother or sister. Okay, fine. Okay, shall we continue? So today we are going to see 2 or 3 videos, and I will talk about the forces again and types of forces, and we can see some demonstrations. Okay, so let us see some demonstrations. You yourself can do some demonstrations. Okay, to understand this.
ஆக்கல காலையில பிரின்சிபல் மேம் வருவாங்க சார். அப்புறம் முடிச்சிட்டு நம்ம பேசலாம்.
Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
It's visible, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks,
Okay,
ma'am.
sir.
Okay, so what are the types of forces? What are the major types we learned? One is a contact force, isn't it? So one is a contact force.
Balanced force.
What is the other type of force? Non-contact.
Non-contact.
Okay, non-contact. Okay, so contact forces and non-contact forces. And don't think that the forces are only described in your textbooks. So what we learn is in physics is which is around us. Okay, you can do some demonstrations. Okay, I will show you a demo, and you can also do some demonstrations in your home. Okay, to understand the types of forces. Okay, so this contact forces, they further classified as a frictional force. Okay, a frictional force as well as muscle force. Are you able to understand? Or
Yes, sir.
muscular forces. Muscular forces. Say for example, please take your pen from the ground or from the table. Please just do what I say. Okay, please take your pen and hold it on your hand. What did you do? You apply some amount of force, okay, to take the pen, or you just lift the water bottle which is near you. Suppose if you are not keeping your water bottle, you just take any object which is nearer to you. Are you all doing that? Yes. You just do what I say.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Okay, just do. You do what I say. Okay, you just pull your book. Just pull your notebook from the ground or from the table.
Yes, sir. Force is coming.
Okay, what did you do? You were applying some force through your muscle. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
That is called muscular force. That is called muscular force. If you want to stand, what are you doing? If you are sitting, you are standing. You want to stand, you apply some force through your muscles to the legs.
Yes,
So you
sir.
stand. When you walk, what do? You are applying some force to the muscles. Okay, that keeps walking. Okay. Similarly, you are applying
He
many
is running
forces.
is a muscular force, sir. He is
Yes.
running. He is running is a muscular force.
Yes. Running. Yes, running is also a muscular force. You are right. Okay, so you are applying some force on your leg, and you are against the friction. Okay, fine. And these are all called the muscular forces. Even animals exert muscular force. On the other day, I showed you a video. You remember? Yeah, a
Yes,
bullock
sir.
cart race.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. What do? The bullocks, they apply some force on their neck to pull something. When they are tied with their neck, they can also exert some force on their leg. These are all muscular forces.
Yes, sir.
Why do we categorize this with contact force? Because the two bodies are touching each other. Without touching, is there any magician in this class who can take the book without touching? Is there any magician?
No, sir.
Sir.
No. Okay. We're not magicians. Suppose if you do that, then it is a non-contact force. You have some magic power. Okay, fine. So because we have to touch any object in order to make it move. Okay. So these are all muscular forces. One more important example is that inner parts of our body, particularly, okay, inner parts, particularly heart. Okay, heart, H-E-A-R-T, heart. Heart is exerting some cardiac pressure, okay, cardiac force. Okay, I know that. Okay, you also know that. Okay, fine. So the heart is pumping the blood. What does it do? Without your intervention, heart is pumping the blood. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is also a muscle force. You know, article and ventricle will be learning more in your 10th standard. Okay, heart is exerting some muscular force. These are all contact forces. Okay. One more example for contact force is frictional force. What is the frictional force? You just to pull the chair which is kept on your table, which is kept on your floor. You just to pull the chair or push the chair. You just to pull your textbook on the table, or you can just to pull your pencil which is having some contact with the table, okay, or contact with the floor. Any object which is having some contact with another object is subjected to a frictional force when it is moved. When you try to move some luggage, it is making some contact with the other surface. Okay, therefore, it is the force that opposes the motion of a body when it is in contact with some other body. That is called a frictional force. Okay, what is the frictional force? Frictional force is a force which is acting on a body which opposes the motion. I am pulling towards the right, but the frictional force will be acting towards the left. Am I right? That is why it is difficult to move the objects which are heavier, because they exert more frictional force. We have a separate lesson to understand friction. There is a separate lesson that will be discussing friction. Okay, when you increase the, so why it is very difficult for children to move large objects? Because the force exerted by the muscles are less to move the object.
Yes, sir.
These are all things, all these things, they are in day-to-day activity. Okay, is there anything that I am saying beyond our scope or beyond our vision? All these things are in our vicinity. What do you mean by vicinity? In front of our eye. Okay.
In our eyes.
Yes. Somebody wants to talk? Okay. Is that understood? What is the contact force? What is the muscle
Yes, sir.
force? What is frictional force? Okay. There may be so many examples for frictional force I can give. Walking, okay, jogging, okay. Even when you apply some brake, yes, running, their muscle force as well as friction is exerted by what? The ground. If you
Ground.
go minute, microscopically, if you look at the friction, this will be leading to electrostatic force. But this is beyond your scope now. Okay, please just to try to learn that frictional force is in turn an electrostatic force. Why? Every body is made up of atoms. Atoms are made up of protons, electrons, and neutrons. When two bodies are in contact, the atoms of two bodies are in contact, they are interacting with each other. The electrons or protons of one atom will interact with the electrons, protons of other atom of another object. Therefore, in turn, it is electrostatic. But this is not our scope. We just confine our studies up to frictional force. What is the frictional force? Frictional force is a force which is acting on a body that opposes the motion of the body. That you should understand. Okay, fine. What is the muscular force? Force exerted by the muscles of the body. Muscular force. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, now let us come to non-contact force. For this, I have several videos. You can enjoy it. Okay, fine. So I will take 2 minutes to show that video. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Non-contact forces. Some examples. You can take electrostatic force.
Gravitational force.
I showed you a video. I showed you a demo. Do you remember? Electrostatic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Electrostatic.
Yes, you
It's
can just
magnetic
rub your
force
plastic.
also, sir.
Yes, okay,
Magnetic
okay.
force also.
Yes, magnetic force also. Good, good. Yes, electrostatic is nothing but it is the force of attraction between charges. What is that? Charges. Positive and negative charges are there.
Yes, sir.
Electrons are negative, protons are positive. So the interaction between the charges is called electrostatic. And magnetic force, magnetic field, okay? The force of attraction between a magnet and magnetic materials. What are magnetic materials? For
Iron,
example,
steel,
iron.
Steel, iron,
copper.
What's the first? Cobalt. Okay, some chromium, iron. These are all what? Steel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, to some extent, steel will be attracted. Okay, so because it is an alloy. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
And the force which is acting between two objects, one is magnetic, another one is magnet. Okay, the force of attraction between a magnetic material and a magnet is called a non-contact force. It is a magnetic force. It is a type of non-contact force. Okay, so it's very simple. You might have learned in your 6th or 7th standard. Okay, when you try to attract some steel or some iron body with magnet, it will be attracted. Okay, I think everybody might have seen that. Am I right?
yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so that is the magnetic force. So what will happen when you keep two magnets together? So say for example, you have a magnet, bar magnet. So one is north, here I have a north pole, you have a south pole here. Okay, so this is south, this is north.
Or magnet.
North and south, what will happen? It will attract. It will attract.
North
Okay.
and south will attract, and north will not attract.
Yes, north, when I keep some, what will happen when I keep some north pole towards north pole? This will
Not
try to
attract.
Will
move.
not attract.
Yes,
will not
that means not attract. That is called
Will move
repel.
away.
Okay, move away. Okay, so repels. The word is repels. Attraction and repulsion.
Attract.
Okay, repulsion. Okay, so it is a magnetic force. Okay, fine. So what is the third force? This is very important. Gravitational force. Okay, gravitational force. Please take your
Gravity
pen
from
or
the earth.
pencil. Please take your pen or pencil to some height and drop it.
It falls down.
Yes, it
Down
falls
the
towards the
ground.
ground.
Yes,
Falls towards the ground.
gravitational force.
Yes, yes, yes.
Gravitational force, sir.
Yes, yes. So what do you
Space
say?
it will not there. In space it will not there in gravitational.
Yes, sir. In the space, we
The gravitational
When-
force will not there. In
Not
the
there.
earth, the
the pen will
gravitational
fly,
force is
sir.
there.
Okay,
the pen-
okay. Okay, you are talking about the space. Good. Fine. So when you are in space, what happens? Why there is no gravitational force in space? That we have to understand. Okay, before that, let us see what is gravitational force. What is gravitational force? It is the gravitational pull of the earth. Okay, by definition, push or pull is a force. Okay, what is the pull? Pull exerted by the earth, okay, on any object around the earth towards the center. Okay, when you drop anything towards the center, the earth will attract. When you drop anything above the earth, that will come to the ground. Why? Because earth is attracting, or it has some influence, okay, within a particular space called the gravitational field. When you go beyond the gravitational field, namely the international space stations or space, there is no gravity, they will be floating. The objects will be floating. Okay, so this is what is
Lack
called
of
the gravitational force. Okay, this is called
Like
gravitational.
meteoroids falling on the earth.
Okay, so meteors are falling towards the earth. Why? Because of gravity. Okay, when they enter into the earth's atmosphere, they will fall towards the ground. Okay, listen. Gravitational force. Okay, it is the force exerted by the earth upon the objects, and the direction of force is always towards the center. Direction of force is always towards the center. This is what you have to understand. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
gravitational
sir.
force. Yes, gravitational force is nothing but the force exerted by the earth on the objects within the gravitational field. When you go beyond the gravitational field where there is space, excuse me, there will be no force. And one more thing you have to understand is that you dropped your pen. What was the medium in your room? Air.
It fell.
Okay. You just dropped your pen in air. Am I right?
Yes, sir, and falls down to the ground.
This gravitational force is same in air as well as in water, or any liquid, any other medium. I will show you some demo. Okay. Even if you go to your kitchen, your mother will be cooking. Okay. She will be placing the vegetables inside. Where would be the vegetables? Will be floating on the top of that mixture, what is called masala mixture, or will they be on the bottom? Where will be the vegetables?
What?
Bottom. Okay. If you go to your kitchen and see that when your mother is cooking, okay, she will be using the vegetables, she will be cutting the vegetables, and when you drop the vegetables in that cooking water, what will happen? All these will be on the floor. It means bottom of the vessel. That is why you have to use some a spatula or some what is this something, okay, like something like a spatula to lift those vegetables. Because of the gravity, they will be on the bottom. Okay, so what I am trying to say is gravitational force is always same in air as well as in other medium, water. Okay, fine. Okay. Also, when the air is there, gravity will be there. Even within water, gravity will be acting. Why do the ships sink? I will show you a small video. Listen.
Ships are floating on the
Okay,
water.
sir.
Yes. Listen to the video first. See. So this is a small video. Are you able to see the video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See. You can see the ship is sinking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See. So this is one video that is showing the gravity. Okay. What did it
Yes,
say?
sir.
What did it say? Gravity is equal in air as well as water, even on water. That is, even the medium may be water. This can be examined within your home. You take a glass tumbler, you take a tumbler full of water. You
Sir?
just, yes,
Sir, when we put light objects in water, it will float, sir. But
yes, that is
we-
because, yes, that is because of density.
mm,
Yes, that is because of density. Here, the water, so the theory is different. Okay, there is some that is called the buoyant force of the objects within a fluid, but this is actually the gravity that pulls towards the ground. Okay, so this is related to fluids. Even then, I just showed this video to show that gravitational force exerted on air as well as water. Within your home, you can do a small example. You take a cup full of water, you drop a small safety pin, what will happen? It will be going towards the bottom of the tumbler. Am I right?
No, float, sir.
It will
Sink,
sink,
sir.
Safety pin will float. No, not float. Safety pin will be going towards the ground.
It will sink.
Okay. If you take a stone, what will happen? So,
Sink, sir.
It will sink in the water
Yes, it will sink. Why does it sink?
because of
Because-
weight.
Of gravity.
Wait, sir.
Because of gravitational force. Also.
That is also, so you have to understand in a different way. That is
Yes, sir.
weight, density, even then there is a gravity.
Gravitational force.
The gravitational force that keeps every object towards the center. Okay, fine. So this is about that. Okay, and here you can see. Yes. See, so another example I will show you. And you can see here, a ball is, so here, so in this video, a football is tied with the drone, okay? What is the drone or thrower, right? Okay, so the drone, after that, the
Sir.
drone will leave that football on the air. Okay, that will go towards the ground, not away from the ground. To show that,
Yes.
I am showing this video, okay? So listen to the video.
Okay, sir.
A drone is carrying the football.
Yes, sir.
Tracking.
Okay, we're able to see that the ball is
Very
Yes,
going-
good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So this is to show that the gravity acts in air. Previous example, gravity also acts in water. Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Yes,
I will
sir.
show you just, I will take another 2 minutes, just to
Yes,
show
sir.
that what will happen when you make some hole in the earth. Suppose if you make some hole here in India, exactly opposite we have US. Okay. So can we
Okay,
go
sir.
through that without air travel? So that I will try to show through a video. So this video will show you that if you pour a hole through the center of the ground, center of the earth, suppose that goes towards the other pole, what will happen? So that is the demonstration in this video. Just listen to this. We will discuss in the next class this.
Okay, sir.
Just please wait for this ad to complete.
Okay, sir.
Imagine if you could build a tunnel and slice through the center of the earth. Suddenly you travel to opposite ends of our planet.
See, so this is the idea. Okay, so they are going to make a tunnel from one end of the earth, and there gravity acts. It will go towards the core, and he has to come out towards the other end. Okay, so see what happens.
Let gravity whisk you towards the destination. Additionally, gravity's pull will accelerate you down toward the center or out of the tunnel. Otherwise, friction in the form of air resistance will slow you down.
Okay, these are some of the descriptions. Okay, suppose you have to remove, if you make a tunnel through the center of the earth, you have to remove the air and all. Otherwise, the air friction will burn the person. Okay, so that is that's the explanation.
Air pressure near the center.
Okay.
Moving the air and zooming up, you could free fall through the vacuum tunnel. Assuming the force of gravity is constant throughout your trip, it will take about 19 minutes to reach Earth's center. Blazing along at 25,000 miles per hour, or 32 times the speed of sound. You feel completely weightless, just like an astronaut in space. As you pass through the core, your speed will slow down. Literally, continue to propel you upward against gravity. By the time you reach the other end, you're back to a walking pace. Total, the trip will take about 38 minutes. That certainly beats a 40-hour plane ride.
See, when you enter one end of the earth or one pole of the earth and go through the center of the earth, you can save nearly 39 hours. Okay, so it takes only from San Diego, okay, Chile to China, Xi'an, China. It takes about 38 minutes. Okay, this is just an imagination. Okay, so what you have to understand is that gravity is acting everywhere. Okay, so that is what you have to understand. Gravitational force is acting everywhere around the surface of the earth. Okay, so it can also act on the water level, as well as in air. So this is an imagination. When you go towards the center of the earth through a tunnel, so the gravity will pull you towards the center and you can come out of that. So actually what will happen is that when you go to the center, you can take about 30 with the speed of sound, okay, so 40 times the speed of sound or something. You can go to the center. Once you reach the center, what will happen? You will be oscillating, okay, so that will happen. So in this video they show that they are coming towards the other end. So what will happen? So when you moving towards the tunnel, actually when you are reaching the surface, when you are approaching the surface of the earth, the center, because of gravity, will have to pull like that. The man should be oscillating from the center of the earth. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Because it is a speed. Okay. Actually, you cannot enter through, you cannot go through the other end. You cannot go from Xi'an, China to that Santiago, Chile through this way. Okay. You have to use the air.
Because it will
Airplane.
pull at the North Pole and South Pole gravity, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
The
Yes,
person
not
can't go.
Yes. A person can't go because so even from India you can make a hole that will be exactly touching the US. Okay, North or South America. Okay, but when you reach the center, suppose this is the center, actually the gravity will pull
It
towards
pull
the
from
center.
both sides, sir.
Yes, it will pull from both sides. Okay, so when you reach here, again the center will pull. Therefore, just if you drop a stone, what will happen is that the stone will be oscillating towards the tunnel. That is what you have to understand. Okay, so that much amount of interesting is the gravitational force. Okay, therefore
Okay,
we
sir.
can,
Sir,
yes, yes,
I will tell one thing, sir.
yes.
Sir, one aeroplane was going, sir, on the way.
Yes,
Suddenly, it disappeared.
yes, that is called a Bermuda Triangle. So that is the region called Bermuda.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Yes, sir.
In Florida, in the center of this.
Yes, sir. Bermuda Triangle. Many ships are disappeared in Bermuda.
Are vanishing. Okay, the ships are vanishing. Okay, and actually one pilot was surviving. He explained the way he just crossed the Bermuda Triangle. Okay, that is very interesting. Okay, so in the net internet it is very much described. I will show you something on Bermuda Triangle. Okay, everything
Okay, sir.
everything disappears when they go there. Okay, fine. So
Yes,
that is something is happening there. Okay, we don't know the exact geography. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Is it interesting to learn the types of forces and the importance of the forces? Yes.
Very interesting, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
It's time
sir,
up.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
time
okay,
up, sir.
Thank you for
Bye,
the
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Interesting,
thank you,
sir.
children.